Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sifn coming to another VOD review, and today, hold on, I gotta, there we go. Today, we are doing a VOD review of a rank game I did a couple days ago. I don't know how many. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Um, and the reason why I'm doing a VOD review on this is one, because I want to start doing VOD reviews again, because it helps me out as well as help anyone who watches this out. And obviously it's just some content I can do. But two, the reason why I want to do this one in particular is I don't really know why the game turned out the way it did. I don't want to spoil any results. Um, the game looked pretty like straightforward how it would play out, but then there was just randomly a twist that, and I don't know where it happened or why it happened. Basically, the game just is weird, and I just want to see from a a different perspective because the game didn't just end. So I want to just see now. I haven't done these in a while, so if I do slow or I don't do as much analysis, forgive me. I'm gonna try to start doing these a little bit more often so I can, get back up to speed. Uh, Let me. I don't know when the game starts. Oh, never mind. Not for you can. But on my team, obviously, I have some pretty good players. Obviously, I have Zetman, semifinalist at Worlds. Hunter Jack is a pretty good Latin American support player. Um, really good player. I don't remember who's on the enemy team. I'm pretty sure no one that good is on the enemy team. Let me. No, yeah, like. Oh, I think Fairside's on that team. Yeah, Fairside's the region. So first big mistake, here is the double pots. I don't. I don't know if there's a way I can make make the bottom of this better, but I went Health Chalice and Baron's Brew. I do this sometimes on certain characters, and this will come back to bite me, from what I remember. Because one of these, this one I believe is 250 in 25 seconds. I think this is a little bit less health, but you get it quicker. I don't remember the exact value, but all you need is one of these. And the issue with getting both, yes, you have massive sustain. It's really hard to die in the landing phase when you have both of these. But the issue is you have no place to ward. You know, because at this point I don't technically know who jungle is. Both of these characters can take these routes right here, and I will never know unless mid has wards here. We have like ward here, and stuff. But like those are unlikely there's a low chance that there's constantly wards there. So I'm pretty much vulnerable. So either A, I play up too far, get constantly ganked and die, and I just hope I outplay, or B, I literally don't move past here, and the whole point of being Chang'e versus either one of these characters is useless because I can't really pressure them. And then this allows them to rotate before I would, and I'll just be like behind them. And in possible times I'll lose Tower go when I shouldn't because I'll be playing so far back and I still won't know who they were, so I'll have to play them farther back. There's just a lot of reasons why you just don't go this. There are very few times you do go this. If you're playing someone who's literally ungankable, or you know that their jungle will never come solo, so like in a competitive game, and like the meta right now, in my opinion, is centered around these red buffs here, is getting the push in dual lane, invading red, invading purple. That's pretty much what this meta is all about. And very few times where you see the jungler, come solo at all. Most of the time, there's guardians there, which are harder to gank once they get rolling. And two, getting solo pressure really doesn't mean much in this meta. Like, you can get blues, you can get back camps, which yes, can a lot to 1 to 2 level leads. But at the end of the day, unless your solo's constantly hard rotating towards mid, rotating, late golds, rotating dual fights, it really doesn't amount to much. So that's one reason why you've seen warriors kind of fall out. Not only just warriors kind of suck, they don't really do much late game when it matters. Like, yeah, they can get like 1,000 gold lead on the enemy solo laner, but the enemy solo laner is better than them late game. It just doesn't matter. Like, you have to get such a lead. You have to oppress the enemy solo laner so bad, and you also have to get leads, you know, elsewhere with your solo laner. If you don't get big enough, it just doesn't matter. Which, in this matchup, it's an Ao Kuang or an Aja. Spoiler, it's the Ao Kuang. Much of what I just said doesn't matter, but I just want to dive into all that. And, but again, the original point, don't do double chalice. Unless you know for a fact you're ungankable. Or the enemy jungler just will not come to you. Just don't ever do that. Also, I start mad instead of TP. Is just because I want, I wanted Blink. But I also wanted to sustain the lane phase a long time. And teleport from behind is really bad. And on the off chance that I got behind, I didn't want TP. Because if they're just taking all of our turn 1 towers and we're not able to place proper wards, TP is just kind of useless. I mean, they're obviously, even if you're behind, there are a few times where it's still pretty good. But I think med will just be very beneficial in this matchup, especially since the Ao Kuang. That'd probably be the biggest reason is because of the Ao Kuang. And those last second med heals can be very crucial. But also, some people on our team are rather mana. Don't have much mana in the med game, and you know, small little med increased their mana can also be very helpful.
Lovely, lovely.
I won't. Here, I'll turn sound off. So right here, the biggest thing I need to do is I need to hit Ao Kuang and the wave, as you see I did there. Those are the biggest things. So what this does, obviously, this pokes him, clears the wave, also pulls the minion towards me as well, so I don't have to push up as far to get it. Because my goal is to get as much. We already got kill and dueling. My goal here is to kill as many creepers as I can, and get to my blue buff as fast as I can. It's all speedrun in the early part of the game. Ao Kuang is going to miss a couple creeps there. Evil when she gets blue, but I'm definitely ahead in pacing right now. So right now I'm just abusing Chang'e passive to be able to get items here. Hitting him with both abilities takes a lot of damage. Now, I don't need to be up this. Okay, once I use the abilities, I need to start walking away. Because even though I'm fine, there was no reason to take that much damage. Now, yes, he took a lot of return damage, and I believe I might kill him here. So, yes, why I do kill him here, that was, again, his mistake. That wasn't me doing things properly. The smart thing was to do was 3-1, then immediately just run away. Pop pots immediately. The only reason that happened is because he kept attacking me for longer than he also should have. So I got another kill for no reason. He attacked me for longer than he should have. Minions just kept pounding him. And he did the same thing here. Let minions pound him. And I took half of his health after he just TP'd back in. He's in a very, very bad spot right now. And it is up to me to constantly put pressure on him. Keep him in his tower. And this is where having like words. Obviously I wouldn't have words now. But having words at some point. To, you know, put words, you know, under the, like, back camps and stuff, just so I can see if junglers are rotating, because I can't do this in, like, a minute or two, because jungle will be back on the side of the map. Actually, jungle's going to be back on the side of the map in about 45 seconds, actually a little bit slower, because speed just came up, so in about 10 seconds, I need to back away. I'm backing away now. Does that mean it's got a 4th kill? Don't know why. But yeah, this is very dangerous for me, and that 2 usage was fine, not the best. You're gonna see the med bait here. This is another reason I got med. Med baits are freaking funny as heck. So right now, that man's 4-0, I'm 2-0. We're looking like an easy game, easy life. Just sit and forget it. We're doing big things. Got the cooldown boot, so mostly for the mana. And now I'll have 20% CDR once I complete my Maggie's Blessing. And the moment I get Breastplate, I'll have full CDR and 3 items. Also, I'll get it after my Void Shield. Void Stone, sorry. But that's just huge, having full CDR. Pick that quickly. Right now, again, making sure I hit him and the wave. Like, the amount of damage he's taking for me and the minions, I'm making sure I get hit at least once. At least once I want to get hit so minions I grow into him. Now he almost dies again. I was trying really hard to hit level 5, but the minions just would not die fast enough. And right here, you see me mess up here. Spoiler alert. So right there, there was no reason for me to die for that. Now, yes, I killed him, but here I will go back. Realistically, what should happen is, yeah, I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I'm at. Where I need to be is like, okay, he 100% has his 1 up, so either A, he like 1's away and I miss, or B, I 1 him. I don't burst him fast enough because I have cooldown boots, and he gets away with 1 HP like he did. And I will take way too much tower damage. Yes, I have my 2 up, but that's only for 1 shot. Now, if I pushed up to maybe like right here, maybe right here the most, but I went all the way over here. This is the issue. My pathing was absolutely atrocious. If I had better pathing, this place still could have worked out because, if you've seen, he ended up going pathing down this way. So if I just pathed straight forward, or maybe just even like here at the most to maybe arbitrarily force him this way, that would have been better. Moving all the way around the tower, that was absolutely the worst thing I did. Yes, again, I still killed him. That's because he also just messed up a lot. This should not have worked out like it did. And him still getting a kill on me was very bad. Yeah, there was no reason for me to path that long. At the time, I was fine. I was happy about it. But now that I look back at it, that was extremely, like, good for the Alkwong, because I got him level 5. And now this whole entire lane changes once he's level 5. Yes, I have med. Yes, I have my 2. But, you know, if Najad ganks, it's going to make it very harder, as well as if he puts a lot of pressure on me, baits out the med, baits out the 2, it makes it really easier for him to execute me. So now what I need to do, knowing that he's level 5, I have 0 wards on this on this left side of the map, so I will never have a clue where Najah is because everyone wasn't in comms, everyone wasn't using VGS. My head needs to be on swivel. I could get ganked by Najah at literally any moment. So you see he's gonna put a lot of pressure on me, and Najah's here, as literally just as I stated. Najah, I have 0 clue where Najah will ever be. See, the only weird thing about that is, she got here. This is what, like, weirded me out, right? Yeah, she just did her speech, just did her back, she just did blue. But I didn't have TP. They didn't, unless they just know movement speed out of the base as a Chang'e. Like, the fact that she was right here ready, just as I turned the corner right here, was either lucky, or they're just freaking monsters. Because I did not expect that. I expected May if I was in lane for like 2 or 3 seconds hitting creeps, then she'd come because she'd know where I was. But like, I could have like pathed towards back camps possibly. I could have, you know, went towards on blue because I don't know if they know the timer. I could have literally just went under tower, and that wouldn't have happened. So as weird as my time, I have to chalk some of that up to just luck. Because I highly doubt they predict my movement speed as a Chang'e all the way from base, cutting the exact path that I did. One thing that might be a thing which I didn't tab, he might have, Alkwang might have placed a ward like here, or Najah might have placed a ward right here. But still, for them, for Najah to sit right here, or wherever they were, with a ward right here possibly, for them to time it so perfectly just as I entered the lane, for Najah to blink on me. And for me not to, you know, do this, or again go to back camps, or just go to blue. I don't know, that was just really strange to me. That was really strange to me. But I got punished for it nonetheless, and now this lane is completely in his favor. This is his net lane now. This is Alkwang's lane to lose now. And because he's going cooldown, I believe he went full cooldown this game. I don't 100% remember. But Alkwang is just going to kill my humbots, pretty much making this lane impossible. The lane was just harder after I just not died now, but now this lane's nearly impossible to win. Almost nearly impossible to play. Again, just because it's Alkwang, and then 2, again, I have 0 wards. This was a huge mistake by me. I do this in casual sometimes with double pots. That's because I know I can like either kill the people that come to my lane, or I just don't want to get ganked. But in ranked at this high level, I can't afford to do this. I cannot afford to do what I just did. Like, even though he has low mana, I just need to respect him. Because I don't know where the... Okay, now I know where the Zaya is, so it's a little bit different. I know he can't really, like, just outright kill me with the amount of mana he has. I can actually kill him, though. I believe I don't kill him. I don't know if I actually get the kill. No. He had the blue buff, and he had a little bit... He just had just enough mana for his one. Oh, you see, even though the lane's kind of impossible, he was kind of there when he shouldn't have been. So it makes it look like I can still fight him when I just actually can't. If he had like more mana, like that fight, I wouldn't have been able to do any of that. Because the only reason I went for it is because he had low mana. And now he's going board shield, it lessens my damage significantly. And most of my damage was just like small poke anyway. So this definitely puts a damper on this line. I'm gonna go and get these backhands because that wave's just say right where it is. Alchemong's already here. I don't have ult. Alchemong is gonna get pressured out. And I should just go path straight to left. I shouldn't even like looked any forward. Alchemong's gonna be back in lane. I have ult. I wasted my 2 there. I should always wait until I'm low. Until I have more cooldown. Because the moment I 2, it means is the moment Alchemong can just aggress on me. The moment Alchemong starts hitting me, I need to just pop pots. I need to like regen health now. I ulted there like way after he won. Now the only reason I killed him here is he executed me too early, like a auto attack too early. That was not me making a good play. That was him messing up. If he literally waited just a half second, or like any time longer, he would have executed me, and the whole entire game most likely would have been over. Like even though we were 13-5 on Hui's fed, all of our leads on the Hui. Like everyone else is even, and I'm pretty sure mid's losing. No, mid's actually ahead. But at this point again, it's now Kwong. Like he doesn't actually need to be ahead. He's ahead by not being behind. If that makes sense. He's 400 down. I think that's perfectly fine. Now if he was like 2,000 down, or even 1,000 down, I think we'd be saying something different. But he's only 400 down, so he's technically still ahead. Because even though Chang'e is like a pretty good mid game, pretty good late game, depending on the comp, Akwang is just better. Akwang simply is just better at what both characters want to do. I should specifically say. See, now that I'm clearing with 3-1, I need to start just real hard rotating. No, this is looking juicy for me, but I don't remember if I actually get in. Oh, I did call the Alkwong rotation here, but they just didn't respect it. I believe we do get the kill on this Raijin. I wasted my ult there trying to get the kill, which is really bad. Because I would have had ult for Alkwong, or I would have ult for Neath. And that man's just trolling here. Like, this man was actually just giving me a heart attack by doing what he was doing here. Should I buy blocked him into the minions? So right now, I should just follow back to left lane, try to get that left team one, continue rotating, and that's how I extend my lead that I still have. And again, like I said, the lead I have right now is solely off of him messing up. And again, also tribute, if that Najah didn't make the gank that she did, this lane would probably be over. Akwong's still here. We all knew he was on the map, but Chiron just, I don't know. He still just like pathed the way he did. Now Najah here is just gonna farm my lane, which is pretty, he was actually here for a little bit. He's gonna get a good amount of tower damage on me. I'm just ulting this, just ult. I don't think I'll need anytime soon. I'm also trying to get him like really low, force him in the back. But it was all a bait. Alquan came in and dead. By the way, my 2 never won. Oh, my 2 did get off. Let's go by saving his one and his ult. But again, I shouldn't have chased. I should not have chased. That's like literally rule number 1 in night games is don't chase. And I chased and I got punished. And I lose my tower. I lose a lot of farm. Alquan gets to freely rotate to mid, while Najah's still in solo, just getting farm. So they lose absolutely nothing here. Now the saving grace is I'm still a level and a half above this Alquan, but again I need to be further, just given the fact that it's Alquan and ranked. So looking at the state of the map right now, both tier 1s and solo are gonna go on, so you will see the solos start to rotate more towards mid. Mid's fine. Mid tier 1 on the blue side is easily killable. We already got tier 1 over here. Tier 2 is an easily possibility. Given the rest of the state of the map, this tier 1's pretty much impenetrable. They should not be able to get it in any sense, unless we're making hard rotations to the left and someone's there, or basically they just have to be left alone on the right side. There's no other way they get the tier 1. So right now, sieging this tier 1 here, trying to get Radiant's tier 1. Getting Radiant's tier 1 is not as huge as getting other mids tier 1. Like, let's just say hypothetically the mid was like Baron or something, or Vulcan, or Isis or something. If you get their mid tier 1, they're absolutely screwed, because they have low mobility. Even though some of us have movement skills, speed up skills, it's not, they don't have like a jump, like a Raijin, like a Scylla, or like a Neith. Even though Neith is still kind of killable, she still has a movement skill. But if they have like no way of like moving, to kind of put this in like other mobile terms, like if you play League of Legends, if you get like a Malzahar's tier 1 tower, or like a Zeroth's tier 1 tower, the game's just over. And that's kind of the same for Smite. Smite's a little bit more mobile. I press my 2 here, and I also press to my med, and I do it again when I land too. But why would the buttons work? Why would the buttons work on a video game? That's stupid. So right now I'm kind of just like hard throwing by dying, and now like this is where like the tempo of the game just like really changes. We were up like 15 to like 6, and now it's 19 to 11. Like, we are completely on the back foot now, and our biggest carry just died. We are going to get a return kill here, but it doesn't really mean much. Akwong already did what he needed to do. They can get pyro, they can get towers here. I don't know if Chiron gets out. But yeah, like this whole entire game just changed. And it's also because of me doing poorly. And as I said, if we make hard rotations to the left, the only way they can get that tier 1 on the right is because of that. Big wave there, but I wanted to check and see if they're on power. I still have not sold either one of my chalices, which is a absolutely just huge misplace still. I don't need the health. Like, the health I get, like, from both chalices, even, like, on top of each other, won't supplement that much HP in a fight. And I probably will not be able to back off enough, quickly enough, for it to actually mean that much. So I literally should just sell one. Literally just sell one of them and get wards. I've not warded this whole entire game. This left side has been naked for most of the game because of me. Pretty sure I used my 2 for no reason. I'm guessing. Oh, no, wow. So now that I got full cooldown, I'm able to be aggressive because I have full cooldown. I think my 2's cooldown is like 7 seconds. I want to say. Okay, it's 11. I thought that was way shorter. Wow. I thought that was way shorter for some reason. But Brand's gonna get plucked in here. He's fine though. It's Baron, and plus I'm here with Hills. He calls for a kill on Sobek, but Sobek has ult. Trading overall, I think the Baron ult is way more important, but I don't know what their builds are. I don't know if one of them has cooldown. I think I'm just gonna sell our home bots, and you see what I was talking about. Even if Kwong is out behind, he's not behind enough, so he's relevant, and now he's ahead, which is just even worse. Like, Al Kwong from even freaking sucks. Al Kwong from slightly behind sucks. Well, I mean, sucks in, like, the face him. Al Kwong from ahead, just 1v5 is the game. Like, he's going the tank bruiser build. I got the blue, by the way, for, yeah, XD. But you go in the tank bruiser build, he can't die, and he still kills you because base damage and a 30% HP execute. Now, cool that Al Kwong's coming mid. I'm hoping my team backs off. Oh, and I believe I go Lotus Crown here. This is a huge mistake. I need physical protection. I mean, magical protection. Like, right now, I have 103. I literally have 103 magical protection against a Raijin and an Al Kwong, and Sobek to an extent. Right? There are 2 physical carries, or Neith, who isn't really doing much, and Najah, who, yes, is doing a lot, but I have enough procs as of right now to be fine. Like I said, Najah and Neith are not the biggest threats. They're not. The biggest threats are this guy and this guy, and I'm itemizing into physical defense. Why? Literally, Onis, literally, eventually sell this. You can go Genjis, literally, Bulwark, literally anything that has magical defense at base. The only time I get any magical defense is if I heal myself, and it's only an extra 20. Like why would I get Lotus Crown here? If I wanted to get something healing, just get a freaking I get freaking Asclepius because it gives you health. Like, physical defense is literally the last thing I needed in this situation, given the state of the game. Again, this is me being the reason that we lost. Spoiler alert, we freaking lose. Because of decisions like this. You don't, there's no such, the cookie cutter builds exist for a reason. I'm not saying I was using cookie cutter build because I wasn't. Every game, you want to optimize for what your team can do and what your enemy team can do. We already have a healer who most likely will be getting low crown, for there's no reason for me to get it. They don't stack. Actually, I don't know if they stack. Even if they do stack, I don't think it's that gold efficient. I could get a Asclepius, to help my healing, help his small thing of healing. Also gives me health, gives me more power to be able to do more damage. Or I could get magical defense because the 2 people that are going to be hitting me the most, so these 2 guys, are the 2 biggest dangers to everyone. So why would I not get magical defense so I can take their hits, so I can actually heal more, so I can be more effective in fights in general? You know what I mean? Like this decision is so stupid. That decision is so stupid on my part. I don't know what was going through my head. And then what am I doing here? What is my pathing here? What is my pathing? Why would I even hover going on the backside and not just going straight to the bottom side? The only good part is they can't really dive us because we have 2 healers. Homeboss decides to go in. We used 2 ults there for a Sobek that didn't really mean much. Here's the issue with them blowing double ult on Sobek. Well, there's multiple layers to this, but let's just talk about it at face value. Yep, Sobek's down, but there's nothing for them to really get. So that's not like, oh, thank God we got that guy, so now they can't do anything. They were already backing off. They couldn't get our tier 1. They can't get this. They literally have nothing on their map besides a possible purple, possible back count. So this death means nothing. Yeah, it gets us a little bit of gold. But in the kit, because see, Raijin's up in 5. Now, if they want a hard shove like T1, we don't have Baron ult, we don't have Humbot's ult, we don't have Chiron ult. We won't have those. I don't know what ults are up and down on that part, but looking at it just from our perspective, we have like 2 really important ults down, and one that is important to him because it relies. That's kind of his only way to live. Because against this comp, like against their comp, he just like dies, so he has to hope to God he can get a kill on his ult. But yeah, blowing through ults there doesn't matter. Now you could also counter me. You could counter me, which I'm sure many people will do. Was yes, they have nothing to do on the map besides like pyro's up, fire, but they're probably not gonna do it. Fire's up, they can't do it. We're actually the ones sieging, and they most likely will not defend this. So the Sobek being dead, so you blowing through ults, they won't fight you. By the time they do fight you, you're also most likely to be up. Which in some cases I understand that logic, but you can't always say for a fact they won't fight you. Because again, Akwong has ult. He will have ult very shortly. If he doesn't have it, he can just kill anyone he wants. Like, and again, Raijin's coming up soon. Najah's still up. They could easily stop their backs and like rush. Or they could come from base and immediately just rush. And they will have ults. And we will just lose because we don't have ults. We're relying on like amazing suns, amazing stun out of me. That's all we're relying on. Like, I don't know if most of this makes sense here. Like the biggest thing is they have nothing to get. They didn't lose anything by the Sobek dying because they had nothing to get anyway. And we blew 3 ults for just assuming they won't fight us before our ults get back up. It's kind of like the big things there. I guess it's fine just because it gives us some gold. But just like the principle for like future like things, there's like the biggest thing I guess I was going for. You see how much damage he just did in Uncle Jack here, and he literally his only damage item is freaking cooldown boots. Now I all in the Alcon here for absolutely no reason, and now I just die for it. This is just stupid on me. I actually do get out because a big kill out of our Baron, but in most cases I should have died there. I should have died there, and I go for Celestial. I don't even go for Lotus. I didn't even go for Lotus. This Neith is not doing damage, and the freaking Najah won't do enough damage for it to really be that much of a threat to me. I need to be itemizing in a magical defense, or at the very least, if I just have to build a freaking physical, get freaking Lotus Crown. Like Celestial literally is the worst possible thing I could have bought. There was absolutely no reason to get that. I blinked out just because I didn't want to die to Alquang. We popped an ult here. I don't think we kill him here. Oh, and they get a kill on our Humbots, and then I die as well. Literally just, this game's falling apart, like, just so badly. You can see how my decision making this game, and many different instances, is the reason that we're losing. Like, yeah, our team really didn't like our Humbots. They said he was the reason we lost. I'm not saying he did well, but like I think my poor decision making was a bigger reason that we lost than the Sunbots. Yeah, see, like they really hate our Humbots. Alright, no one said anything to me, which is really weird. I would have expected like Hung and that man to at least say something that to me because like they actually are decent good and at the game. No one like literally said a word about like my performance, and I'm just like, if I was anyone but me, I would have been screaming at Archangel on like why she's throwing. I guess that's just me though. We're not wasting play defensive. We need to like play around like where this Alquang is at all time. I need to be quick on my heals and my meds when Alquang is diving us. And the thing that sucks is I'm only healing people for like 100, which isn't that much. So like max per ability, I heal a total of like 400, which isn't that much of a net. I do kill the Sobek here, but it just doesn't matter. We blew everything already, and they still had abilities up and ults up. Alquang's level 19 as well, so he's unkillable, and he just kills us because he has way too much base damage. He literally can just walk on our base and do whatever he wants. And then I contribute most of this from my mistakes in the mid game and late laning phase that this loss happens. Like I literally sold this Alquang 3 times. This game was in my hands. That man was I think like 8-0 at some point, and we somehow lost. Like in very few situations should a loss be even possible. Like even in ranked. Like games like this should nearly be impossible. But when you have people who throw, like me, like this just happens. And see, now I'm going for magical defense, but it's too late. Like, Alquang's just gonna kill me anyway now. Raijin's just gonna kill me anyway now. I literally should have got when I had Celestial, but like where Celestial is. By the way, I don't even know why I'm like standing here right now. Like, if they wanted to, Najah and Alquang could literally just like come behind me and just kill me, and I couldn't do anything about it. But I think they're getting fire right now. I believe that man gets soloed. Oh, no, never mind. I do know he gets soloed at some point. I hit Genjis. I didn't need Genjis here. I should have went Onis. Because I need either that was bad. That was just bad. I don't need the additional cooldown. Like, yeah, there's Alquang. Because I either have blue buff or I have power pot, which both give 10 CDR. Like, and I still have Magis, so I still have 40%. I don't know. And then this is just stupid. Like, why am I pathing here? I don't think anything comes from it, but why am I pathing like this? Just like multiple mistakes in a row. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like, just like paying attention, like during games, just like to what you're doing. You just see. Like, this is just how easily the games can snowball in Smite. Literally one mistake from pathing and like one lucky like positioning point from Najah literally turned this game like completely like in their favor. Even though the game completely wasn't lost from their end yet. But I don't know why we're over there. Even though like things were immediately lost, like it started to snowball, started to slope. Our momentum was very. It started to slow our momentum at the very worst. Oh wow! I finally saw my double chalices at 29 minutes, and I didn't even sell my health chalice. It's 750 health. That all regen like fine. Like the 750 health in this specific instance won't make a difference. And by the way, some reason we're fighting over fire. I don't know. Like, yeah, we get a kill, but like there was no reason for us to do this when we literally could have just like defended. But you know, why do smart things? Why do smart things when we can do stupid things? Oh, and this is where who you get soloed? That man gets soloed. I'm 90% sure. By Najah or Neath. Let's watch. Let's watch our main man over here. Yep, there's the sash. There's the ult. And there's the dead. There is the dead. But don't worry, guys. I have 215, physical defense. When they're, hardest carries are Raijin and Kwong. Don't worry about it, guys. I have 215 physical defense. Don't worry about a thing, guys. We're freaking in there. Don't worry, we're ulting Neath. Don't worry, guys. We're in there still. This is winnable. 100%. Like, now that I'm watching this is just embarrassing to watch, honestly. Blew my two for no reason. Only ulted the Neath. Like, only ulted the Neath again. And then this is where the game's over. I think I had that health chalice though. That health chalice really came into play that last fight. I mean, there's not much else to say here. I'm pretty sure I think they end here. At least. There's no reason they shouldn't. Okay, yeah, they end here. But yeah, you guys can see my mistakes in the latter part of the laning phase and the mid game. You can just see where I lost us the game. Even though our team thought it was Humbots, which again, Humbots definitely did not help. My mistakes weren't that obvious to someone just immediately watching the game live, or if you're there in the game. My mistakes weren't that obvious and blatant. But looking at it from this sense, there were so many mistakes I didn't even talk about that again were just embarrassing to watch. So big notes for this game. I guess things I did well is I made sure to poke this out Kwong early game. I really controlled the game in the early laning phase and the middle part of the laning phase. Pretty much up until the Najah gank, I had full control of this lane. My rotations weren't that good, but I had a few that were fine. Can't really say much else that's good, really. Everything else is bad. My first 3 rounds were fine, but then when this hit, everything was just awful. But I guess you can see why I also didn't get TP here, because imagine if I had TP and not med in this game. The game we probably just lose 10 minutes earlier. Because I have a useless relic, but that's gonna be the VOD review, guys. I hope you guys have watched it. Hope there was some insight, some stuff you guys learned. I know I certainly learned some stuff here. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.